Hello, hello, and welcome to today's live interview with one of our speakers from the Women Thrive Summit 2026. I'm excited to have you here because today we're talking about some turning an ordinary into an extraordinary. So today's title of this conversation is Women Who Change the World, creating spaces that turn ordinary into extraordinary. And this happens to be the title of Lori's talk at the Women Thrive Summit. Lori McDowell is my special guest today, and I want to say welcome. Where are you joining us from?
Hey, Ray. Joining from outside of Houston, Texas, where it's a beautiful spring day today.
Great, great, good to see you, Lori. I'm excited because I know we are going to be having a great conversation with our audience today. And if you're joining this live, please make sure you leave a comment below. Let us know where you in the world you're watching this from. Today's conversation is going to be super interesting for me, anyway. I think this is a great topic: how we really can engage our audiences, our clients, and have an extraordinary experience with our programs. Whether you're a coach, a mentor, or someone who supports people in their businesses, perhaps, or personal development. This is a way to truly not only just to add another revenue stream into your business, but also create that expansive experience for your clients. Lori, please go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience today.
So I am Lori McDowell, and my company is Reimagine You Strategies. And what we do is we work with successful established business owners who really want more impact, more income, more fun and adventure in their business. And we do this through done for you, run for you retreats. So we basically take all your training, all your experience, your purpose, and turn it into an incredible transformative experience for your clients, your team, yourself, so that you can just really grow your business that way. So use retreats as a way to grow the business, have a bigger impact, develop incredible connections, and really have more fun and joy in your life.
Yeah, that's very, very exciting. Well, I know retreats are quite special because, like, that in person experience, but also the depth of the experience. So it's not only just an event; it's actually the depth of that experience. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, it's so true. I think a retreat's an amazing thing because you actually, over, 3 to 7 days, depending on the length of the retreat, you're actually you're changing. I mean, I've gone to a retreats and I've left a different person. And that's something, it's like this container where you're learning and you're connecting, but you're also, you're not just connecting with others and what you're learning, you're connecting with yourself. And that's what makes them really special.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think, that ability for your clients to have that experience with you is really quite magical because not so often you get to spend like 5 days or a week with your favorite mentor or coach. It's quite a transformational experience.
Yeah, it really is. And your clients just really, you get to know them at a much deeper level. They get to know you. And it really helps grow your business because after spending those days with you, your clients just want more. So basically, they want whatever you're offering because they've had such an incredible time. So it's a great way to continue with, a coaching program, a mastermind, another set of retreats. But you just, after the retreat, they want to be around you and they want to get more of what you're offering.
Yeah. How long you been doing this work now?
Well, I've been doing the Done For You retreats for about a year so far, but I've been doing retreats for, I don't know, probably 25 years. In my corporate world, I'm a chemical engineer, but from corporate, and I actually used to do retreats for organizations and for the company. So I've been doing, different types of retreats for a long time.
Yeah. And what sparked this kind of passion to maybe take this on as more of a business, a full-time business now?
Right. It was really a combination of taking the things I'm good at and taking the things I love and put them together because I love planning. I love organizing. I love the creativity of creating this incredible experience. And while I would do that for myself, I could only host 2 or 3 retreats a year. And then it was kind of like, okay, I can't, that's great, but I want to do this more. So taking that, the experience of creating the retreats, and then taking my other background, which is in coaching and, some modalities like breath work, and also things like sales. I have 30 years sales experience. I work in sales now as well. So being able to put that all together and basically let the host of the retreat come and just be their magical self, well, my team and I take care of all those other details. So they don't have to worry about anything. They just, show up with their clients and do their stuff when everything else is taken care of.
Yeah. I think, I've spoken to many of our community members and they say, oh, one day I will host a retreat. That's on my vision board. I really want to do it, but maybe not yet. And I think there is that bridge to be crossed between having that on your vision board, on your plan, and actually creating, launching, and executing. What do you think is that gap, and how can perhaps people bridge that?
Right. Yeah. I think it's a lot of fear that nobody's going to come. I'm going to lose money. A lot of people there is a lot in a retreat. And if you're not aware of it and you don't do it, if you plan it and you don't really plan it well, you can lose money. You can have nobody come. And that's why I think it's really important to work with someone to help you know all the pitfalls, and also know, when a retreat is planned right, it automatically draws people to it because it's got the marketing is telling people what they're going to get. It's got that perfect arc that it almost fills itself in certain ways, or at least it's very easy to fill. Whereas when a retreat doesn't have that, people don't see themselves there, so they don't come. So yeah, I really think it's the fear of, losing money, not having any, putting something together, nobody coming, that keeps people from doing it, or not knowing how to do it, and all the details of, finding a venue and planning food and all of that. So
And what is the role that you play in that process and supporting retreat hosts?
right, it's kind of interesting. I do some things that are rather unique. One is I coach I'm a life and a mindset coach by training, so I actually coach the retreat host through the whole process, which could, include something like, we do when they're really scared of the results, we'll actually do, timeline therapy, where we'll actually put the retreat in the future and go lock in a successful retreat and put that in their subconscious mind. And then the other thing I do that is rather unique is I actually work and help with sales at the event. So a lot of people think of retreats as a standalone. I'll have a retreat and it's a one-time thing, and I'll charge this much money and I'll make some money off the
Yeah.
retreat. I think a retreat really is a big part of your plan, your marketing, your business growth, because when someone's been to a retreat and the retreat ends, when you send them home without something else, it's almost like you kind of left them hanging. They had this amazing experience and they want more. And then they go home and it's like, well, they have a tendency to revert back or such. So by having something you offer at the retreat, whether it's a coaching program, a mastermind, or a series of retreats, you're actually giving your clients more than just the retreat. You're giving them the continuation to keep that transformation going. Yet people don't necessarily like to sell at a retreat because it is that sacred container. So what my team and I do is we actually help sell your offer in the background at the retreat, so people have a way to continue working with you after the retreat's over. And that makes retreats much more profitable. It also makes your relationship with your clients, much better. You get that long-term relationship, you get deeper connections, and they just want to spend more time with you and bring their friends and refer others.
Yeah, and I truly experienced that where it's kind of natural, if people are there and really enjoying the transformation already receiving and they trust you, those conversations are quite natural. It is going to happen, and it has happened in many of our retreats. People just say, how can I continue working with you? Can I, what's next? And I want to maintain this momentum that we started because, as you say, the transformation is really, really massive within the retreat. Those 7 days feel like a month, really condensed, and just the aha moments. Because what happens is, I think we as leaders, we tend to take everything on and run the household, run the business, just constantly be on the go, working in the business, Whereas if you step away for a few days and you get to really explore ideas and creativity and be surrounded by other amazing people, you work on your business, which can really transform your direction completely.
Yeah, it really does, because so many people come back from a retreat refreshed and they have, these insights that they never had before. That just becomes easier. And the other interesting thing is you meet all these other like amazing women at the retreat or amazing people at the retreat, and those connections often lead to business partnerships, collaborations, and such, where you actually, not only are you learning about your business, but you're making connections that can help grow your business as well.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So powerful. And I love that part when we come back from the retreats and then I see, our guests collaborating and doing podcasts and share opportunities and doing other things, which is, that's the whole point of making those valuable relationships when you travel, to then continue to extend them, which is a really beautiful way. Laurie, so you'll be speaking at the Women Thrive Summit. What do you think people can expect if they do sign up for your virtual session?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be taking you through a process that I use for my retreats, but I also use it in everything I do, and it's got to do with taking your purpose, your possibilities, and then your pinnacle experience. And it's really a different way of thinking about things, where you're taking your purpose and really making that the central tenet of your business, and everything else serves that purpose, and how it just opens up, you know, new possibilities and things you never saw before. Like, for example, one
Mm,
of the things we work with is really about choice, and how once you know your purpose, as long as you're aligned with that, your choices become more clear. And when bad things happen to you, they don't affect you as much, because you're choosing, to learn from them, to grow from them, as opposed to wallow in them and to just, think, oh my God, this is awful. You instead say, okay, this happened. I know it's a stepping stone, and it's how I get to what's next. And when people do that, I think they create extraordinary lives for themselves. And they also create this extraordinary ripple that changes the world. So that's why I'm talking
mm.
about women who change the world.
Yeah, definitely. It's a powerful way, if you have a passion or mission for something that you truly believe in, and then being able to create that transformational experience for your clients that get to experience your whole plethora of, who you are and what you do and what you're able to offer. It's just such a magical way to create that extraordinary experience for your clients.
Hmm. Yes.
Amazing. Well, I just want to take a minute to actually remind our audience today that in March, March 16th to the 20th, we have our annual Women Empowerment event of the year. This is our once a year event. And today you can register for your free spot already. So go over to womenthrivesummit.com, register for your free spot. And Lori will be delivering her session during this summit. So I think you will walk away with so much valuable knowledge, insights, also connections. There's so many amazing women who not only taking the stage, but also participating in this event from all walks of life and from all parts of the world. So this is a great way to expand your community, learn something new, and also, meet some amazing, amazing women on this summit. So I highly encourage you to go ahead and save your spot today. And Laurie, I know you've been sort of behind the scenes, preparing for your talk, meeting other women. What do you think? Why should people attend the entire event?
Yeah, I think you should attend the entire event, because there are so many incredible stories and incredible women sharing them. I mean, through, I guess the last 6 months, or however long it's been, around 6 months, we've gotten to meet each other. We've gotten to
Mm,
hear snippets of talks at some of the events. And I'm really excited to just hear everything that everyone is sharing, because I mean, as you said, they're from all over the world, which is really is a way to connect with different people, different cultures, different parts of the world. And everyone has this incredible, unique story, yet they're all along the same theme of, through this story, they're thriving and they're doing amazing things. So it's
mm.
inspiring, and it's also educational, and it's a great way to, grow your network and connect with other amazing women.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. And, as yourself as a speaker, I think Every speaker bringing something unique and different, as well as some digital gifts and experiences. Are you going to be doing maybe some breath work, or is it more of a practical learning session that they can expect?
Yeah, I'm still deciding. So I've got some, there'll definitely be some interaction during it. So whether it be breath work or I have a couple things that I often do during my talk, and then it will be definitely some practical information and really just, maybe opening your mind to new, to really what is possible and some new ways to think about things.
Yeah, I love that. And, I love just the different dynamics of every speaker that they bring to the summit. I love this conversation. Lori, where are you most active on social media if people wanted to connect with you?
Yeah, I'm active. I'm mostly active on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So those are the two platforms that I use the most. I
Yeah.
do use YouTube and Instagram a bit, but Facebook and LinkedIn are probably the most active. And there's even a Facebook group that you can join for called the Extraordinary Retreat Circle for people who are interested in retreats. So
Oh wow, that's amazing. Well, definitely want to check that out because not only myself, I love hosting retreats, but many other community members in our network definitely host many retreats and want to have those conversations. So I think it's a great place. So do make sure you follow Lori McDowell on different social media channels, or drop her a message and find out how you can join her Facebook group so you can be part of the community and continue to learn how to create extraordinary experiences for your clients through retreats. Lori, it's great to have you here today. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
well, thank you. I'm really happy to be here, Ray.
Great to have you. And to our audience, if you have enjoyed this live today, make sure you share with your audience. And like I said, if you do want to meet Lori at one of the Women Thrive Summit events, make sure you register for this year's summit. So head over to womenthrivesummit.com and save your spot. This is a 5-day virtual live event where you get to participate and hear all of our amazing speakers. Lori, we look forward to seeing you at the summit.
Thank you. I'm excited to be there.
Thanks so much. And thank you to all of you listening. And we look forward to seeing you on another interview. Take care for now. Bye.
Bye.